beautiful art of failure. You see, most people are operating with two main fears, whether that be the fear of failure or the fear of success. And the fear of failure seems to really perplex a lot of people, and how to overcome that. Now, necessarily, I'm not going to talk about overcoming it. More so, I'm going to talk about embracing it. The beautiful art of failing is a beauty within of itself. Because in this life, anything worth doing is worth failing at. It's almost like if it's like the idea of if you find something enough that you're willing to die for it, then you're willing to live for it. And so, within failure, the beauty of failure is the ability for it to teach you. The beauty of failure is the ability for it to guide you. For the beauty of failure is for it to help you chart your course, either to show you that this is a speed bump to overcome, or this is a T-junction that you need to make a U-turn. That's what life is. Life is the process of failing and failing and failing and overcoming failure in order to the point for you to get to succeed. Now, anybody who hasn't failed probably hasn't lived a life worth living, and ultimately there's a difference between failing and taking risks, but most times, most people who take a risk at some point will fail. And if you've not failed at anything, you probably took the easiest path for most of the things that come into your life. You've probably taken the easiest path, but to dare to fail is to dare to live. And here we talk about failure in the sense of you should aim to fail. And what does it mean to fail? To fail means to forge an independent life. And ultimately after failure is always success. But again, don't fail unwisely. Fail where it matters. It's just like what we said about people say you need to spend money to make money, provided you spend wisely. So when you take risks, the biggest risk in this life is not taking a risk. And that's ultimately it. So if you're not worth taking any punt, any chance in which you can fail at, then you're not living a life you're probably not living a life worth living. Because you have to attempt to fail is to understand that you as you are not the perfect product. You're not automatically a CEO, you're not automatically a business owner, you're not automatically an influencer, you're not automatically an A-star student, you're not automatically a C-star student, you're not automatically anything. You came out and you need to work to get there. Similar to riding a bike, you fall down, you get up. Now, it's very sad that a lot of people's biggest debilitating fear is failure when it's part of the process. And you're not going to get to where you're going to go to most things that are really good in this world. From the iPhone to anything you want to embrace, from concrete to anything, they failed at it. It was trash at the beginning. And all of us have been rubbish at a lot of different things within our life. And the more you progress and you get to better. I looked at one of my first two videos that I put on here. Trash. You make progress, but you fail forward, and you always keep on failing, but you fail forward. And I have this saying where I don't take L's, because every L, or I enjoy taking L's more so, because every L is a learning opportunity. And if I want a W, I take 2 L's, turn it 45 degrees, and there's my W. So look, stop fearing failure. It's a beautiful art in teaching you where you need to go. And if you're going to continue doing the easiest path of, I'm not going to fail, I'm going to do this thing, now obviously don't purposely fail, but just accept it when it comes, because it will come if you're trying to live a life that is worth living. If you're trying to live a life that you want to live, if you're trying to live a life that's outside your comfort zone, don't get twisted. If you stay inside your comfort zone, you are not going to fail. Probably you won't fail, because you're just doing the things that are easier and expedient, but you limit yourself if you're fearing failure so much. So embrace it. Take it in. And whenever you come to fail, simple. Learn what it came to teach you. Accept that that's the best you could do on that day, or it may not have been the best. Make changes and keep moving forward. There's no time to dilly on the fact that, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Forgive yourself for failure, but accept it. And for those who are fearing success, look, it's almost like you're having anxiety for something that's not there yet, without being able to handle the success, where there's going to be too much, blah blah blah. Cross that bridge when you get there, or don't go anywhere. Similar with failure, similar with success. When it's holding you back from, oh, I don't want to start this thing because it's going to be very perfect, again, similar to my perfectionist, a lot of perfectionists are coming out from a point of fearing failure, also fear that it will be, imperfect. Let me just let you know from the get-go, off the jump, off the rip, from the beginning, wherever you're starting right now, this is not the best version of it. You think you're trying to be perfect down to the T. We appreciate your meticulously listen English. You get it. But don't let fear of failure hold you back, because realistically, the whole point of what you're supposed to do is that it's a journey. Anything you start, whether it's your degree, whether it's anything, passion project, side project, it's a journey of which you learn along the way. You have multiple failures, but ultimately at the end of the day, when you get to where you need to be, people won't see the failures. They look at most artists, they say, oh, he popped out from nowhere, overnight success. Most of them have been here for 10 years, 12 years in the background. You didn't see them. They were there flopping. They were there doing open mics. They were there not getting no play. Now they've blown for you. They just started like that. No. Iron sharpens iron, and you need to flop. You need to flop. If you want a sharp sword, you hammer it, and after it's taken everything it can do, it can slice you up. So ultimately, this is the Tickzon scheme, trying to turn hindsight into foresight. My name's been Ugo. Your name is blessed, and have a blessed day. Hit like, subscribe, comment if you like, but please don't let fear hold you back. Fear is just forces everyone that's accepted isn't real, except you.